Okay, good morning, class.
Good morning, sir.
So at this point, we are busy with the introduction to algebra. I have given you homework. It was exercise 2. We spoke about the properties of expressions, terms, and coefficients, and we touched on like terms as well towards the end of the lesson. So let's just get here. Exercise 2, page 17. Okay, so what's the first answer? 3 terms. Right? Yeah. The next one? 2 terms. The next one? 3 terms. Number 4? Are you sure? Who says something else? Okay, then must be 1. Next one? 3 terms, yes. One 1.6? 1 term. Yes, Michael? Yeah, you are right, absolutely. It's 1 term. Nice, nice. She's always learning. What's wrong with you? Huh? Huh? Yeah, she's always learning, man. What's wrong with you? Haven't you learned anything yet, Uneka? Anything? Or did you, are you born with it? Born with it. Okay, nice, nice. Right, next one. How many terms here? 3 terms. 1.8? 1 term. Next one? 1 term. 2 terms. You all agree with that? Any confusion? So easy. Can't help it, no? That math is so easy. Number 2, 2.1. The question says determine the numerical coefficient of 2a squared is 2. 2.2? 2.3. Who said 3? I heard somebody. Who said 1? Listen to me. I asked 3. You say 3. Why? So what's the coefficient here? Also 3. So how can that and that be the same? So it's not 3. Who says 1? What's the coefficient here? 1. Right? Yes, I know it's 1 over 3, Michael. I'm saying I know. Just hang on, you're like greedy. Relax, yes. There we go. Relax your body. Right, listen. A over 3, since there's a 1 in front of A. So that can be written as 1 over 3a. If the variable is written next to the sum, like the fraction, that variable belongs to the numerator. Okay, you understand? And it can be explained. Because if you got a, that a is also over 1. Not so. So if I put that a over 1, 1 times a is a, 1 times 3 is 3. Can you see that, people? So if the variable is written next to the sum, it belongs to the numerator. Okay. Are you all okay with that? So the numerical coefficient of a over 3 is 1 over 3. Okay. Two 2.4. The coefficient of B is 1. 2.5. 3a. If they'd ask you what is the numerical coefficient, it would have been 3. Not O, it's an A. No, it looked like an O. No? What's the coefficient of A? 3? B squared. The reason being because 3AB squared can be written as 3B squared A. Not so? So the coefficient of A is 3B squared. If they'd asked you what was the numerical coefficient of 3AB squared, the answer would have been 3. You all okay with that? Right? What's the coefficient of C? 1 over 3 AB. Or AB over 3. Both is acceptable. Okay? If the question was for the numerical coefficient, it would have been 1 over 3. What does numerical mean? The number. You understand? What is the coefficient of A in 3? A over 3? 2 over 3. Alright, any confusion? No. Okay. Nice. So now we're going to look at simplification of expressions. Simplification of expressions. What's your new heading? Sorry? Better than BODMAS? Yes. But listen, you must remember that all the rules of BODMAS still applies to algebra. You'll see it come into play. We don't do all the stuff unnecessary for no reason. Simplification of expressions. The first one is multiplication. The examples on page 17. Huh? Who's it Facebook? Is that from Facebook? Okay. So write this down. You write down the 8 examples then. Next to it, you write what you think the answers is going to be. Okay. So do that for me quickly. Yes? Yes? Grade 11. Okay. You guys finish? Okay. Yes, Michael?
What is this word used for that thing? For that work, like in the real world?
Okay, basically this is, you're not going to use it exactly as it is here in the real world. What we teach you in maths is problem solving. Okay? So it makes you think in a certain way and try and solve problems if they are, and logical procedure and things like that. That's basically what we teach you. So you're not going to go to a shop and work out 3a and 3x and y and no. It's abstract. Okay, it's a technique, problem solving techniques we teach you. And if you go out in the real world, this is actually what they want. Not the a's and x's and all of those things, but problem solving. You can solve a problem on your own. Or try and address something. Okay, that's the idea. Yes, Michael.
Okay, so sir, is it like basically like you get everyday problems and then you need a way to solve something?
It's not the particulars method, but it teaches you problem solving. Okay. You're not going to use like Pythagoras per se, trigonometry. It's just a way of, it's abstract, man. It's like, I don't know how to explain to you. It makes you think in a certain way. Yes. Why did your math teacher say? Okay. Maybe it's right. Right, so let's look at this here quickly, the examples on the board. The first one is 3 multiplied by 8. What's 3 multiplied by 8?
3a.
3a, absolutely. Next one? 12y. You all agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Nice. 5 multiplied by b?
5b.
5b. C multiplied by 4?
4c.
Okay.
C not 4, sir.
Yes, 4c. Next one?
6cd.
C times D times 2 times 3?
6cd.
6cd. The next one, P times Q times 2 plus 3?
5pq.
It's 5.
pq.
Okay. AB times CD?
abcd.
2 times A times 3 times B. Who got all right? Where did you go wrong, Michael?
I didn't like add the numbers.
For this year.
Yeah.
So what you got? 6 PQ. What did you get?
I didn't add them first.
So what's your answer?
My answer was PQ, open bracket, 2 plus 3.
So you left it like it. But that's not in the simplest form. So we have to take it further. Okay. Anybody else that got made a mistake somewhere? Okay. So the note here is we are told that three times 4 is 12, but 3 times A, but the 3 times A does not yet have a value. As we see that A, B, X, Y, Q and all of those things is what we call variables. Okay? And it can be any value. It can variate, it can change. Okay. A does not yet have a value, and therefore is written as 3A. Furthermore, 2 squared, we know from exponents that 2 squared is 2 times 2. P squared, P times P. 4A cubed is 4 times A times A times A. So what would 4th cube AB? 4 times 4 times 4 times A. And then 4A all cubed will be 4A times 4A times 4. You see the difference there? Here the cube is on the 4, there it's on the A, and here it's on all of it. Sorry?
I saw a video showing that to do algebra stuff next year.
Well done. Would you like a round of applause? So you're watching maths videos? It came up by mistake, but you learned something. Coincidence. Nice. Okay. So let's look at the second table on page 17. I'll give you 2-3 minutes to sort this out. Pause the video as well. So 3 times 8 times 8. 3A squared. Who got that right? What did you get?
I just did 3 squared.
3 squared. Now what happened to the A? Okay. So what is your answer to number 2?
I got A cubed. I mean 8 cubed.
But now what happened to the B? Isn't the B playing with? Listen, if you say 8 cubed, now what is 8 times 8 times 8? 8 cubed. There's 3 8s that's multiplying by each other. That is 8 cubed. You understand? So 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times B times B times B is going to be 8B cubed. Who got that right?
So why would it be 8 cubed?
Because coming back to what we just told you here, on the previous page. We told you here that 2 times 2 is 2 squared. 3 times p is p squared. You understand? 8 times a is a cubed. So it's going to be p times q times p times 2 times p times q times 4. What would that be? 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 p's. It's 1, 2. You understand? Oh, you get it now? Okay. So now you got it. Let's see if you really got it. So not what you wrote in your book. What would the answer then be to number 3?
It would be A squared and B cubed.
You were wrong to go through. Who got that right? Okay. The next one? 6 A. Who got that right? Now who's saying cube? Mistake, or you calling out the wrong answers on purpose? Okay, I'll take it as a mistake for now. Alright, the last one? 4x squared. Who got that right? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a little exercise to do quickly. This is example exercise 4 on page 18. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to do that quickly. Yeah. Exercise 3. Okay, so I'll call you up row by row now to check you understand what's going on. Okay. I'll pause the video as well at this point. Right, so at this point we're back. Right, so A, number 1 is A times B times B. Who got that? Okay, next. 3 times A times 2 times B times C. The next one is A times 4 times 5 times A times A. 28 cubed. 28 cubed. Okay? You feel smart using it. Now this is the most difficult part of math. Everything else is easier. 5A times 2A times B times B. 10A squared B squared. Yes? This is easier than this is harder than odd math. Because I listen, we are applying BODMAS here, isn't it? So 2A times AB. 2A squared B. Who got all 5 right so far? Sorry? And chocolate. Girlfriend, you're in front, they don't understand if you don't know what you're talking about. Where do you go wrong?
On your side, the last letter that's A next to 2 is C.
So you got 2 ABC. Right? Number 6. So according to BODMAS, brackets must be done first. So it's 5 times. What is 3x times 2x? 6x squared. Not the O, it's a x, no? 5 times 6x squared is? The 30x squared is correct. If you had gone from the sum straight into 30x squared, the answer would have also been correct. Okay. Okay, you see, after one meeting, you now improvement. Okay, let's look at the next one. 12x squared, y squared. You all got that? Otherwise, you can write it as 3. 2y times 2y is going to be 4y squared times x. 3 times 4 is 12. X before y in the alphabet. So it's going to be x, 12x squared y squared. Who got those two correct? One of it correct. So which one did you get wrong? 7. What did you write? The 12 didn't go, but you got x squared y squared. So if it's going to be 3x squared times 4y squared, what's 3 times 4? 12. X squared times y squared, x squared y squared. So you're skipping one step. Okay, anybody else? Yes, where did you go wrong? 12? X squared. So you left your x out of it. The x came back in the life. So you got 12 y squared and the x is at back. Like it, the x is back. But remember what do we say? We're going to write it in alphabetical order. So if this was an exam, I would have given it to you. Okay. However, the normal way, the right way to write it is now. Okay. Yes? You again don't know what you're talking about. There's no half marks here. Okay. I don't know where you got the half marks from. It's a primary school. Yeah, half. Right. 2xy times xy.
2x squared y squared.
Who got that wrong? Nobody. 3d times 3c.
9cd.
Who got that right? So you said 9dc. Okay? But write in alphabetical order. But it's still correct. But and that's what I said. Didn't I say that earlier? Oh, you trying to talk to me? Okay. I feel the same way. Right. Yes, my girl. Okay, give her a chance. Hello. Yes. 3 to the exponent 2. Yeah, but so you wrote 3 squared CD. Like it. What does the sum say? The instruction is to simplify. So you must write things in the simplest form. You understand? So what is 3 squared? 9 CD. Is 9 simpler or is 3 squared simpler? 9. You understand? Sorry? Right. What? H2O. What's that?
It's a show.
Show. You listen. You people watching too much TV.
You said it, sir.
Sorry?
You said we were watching that.
7.
Yes.
Okay, good. Right, here we go. Listen. Check. A times B times 2 plus 3 plus times C. 5 A B squared. Who got that right? 4. Okay, I'm proud. So what's going to happen is I'm going to keep you out of gratitude during break. Yes. So I can teach you more. Okay, listen, your homework is going to come from these two videos, these two pictures.
But sir, does this also work with the
Yes. She's asking with regards to division. Before we go. So, if you have C divided by D, what is that? C over D. So if you got 2A divided by 3C over, you understand? Not a O, it's an A, no? Right, listen. Let me just get the picture up here.
Icona Karma, please report to the office.
Yo? What? Yes? No. I'm going to show you now what you must do. He's not in a hurry, he's Ramadan. Tired of what? Life? You only like 10 years old. How old are you now? How old are you people now? What?
So yesterday was Tracy's birthday. You didn't even know, sir.
Listen. What do you say? Mikli? It's fine. Why are you worried about how old Mikli is? Mus? Just hang on, have a seat, Salam. There's gonna be a what's the name here, man? Okay, can you all see? Just check the photo in the group. This is from a very old textbook. Can't you see? In the group. So for homework, I want you guys to do exercise 2 and exercise 3. Okay. People, enjoy the rest of your day. Good morning, good afternoon, class. Can you see? Okay. So it's exercise 2 and 3, no?
Maths
Yes.
is fun a lot, so can I have some extra homework?
This is extra.
Okay.
You want more than this?
Yes, sir.
What you can do is you can practice your old work that was done already. The sums that you had problems with. Okay. Salam, is it? Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, the Saturday tuition classes.
Yes?
My grade 12 are going to that classes at Oakland and Ryan.
Okay.
But now some of them are by you. Started at 16.
What time is your physics?
From the morning. Both maths, physics.
They can decide what they want to do. So if they want to go there, it's fine.
So obviously they now be by you in a week. But just the Saturday now they won't. Because I think it's still 2.
Yeah, it's still 2. Oh, past 2.
So yeah. So let's gonna throw them out on the Saturday. It's not every Saturday though.
Yeah. So the Saturdays are not on, they come.
Yeah.